Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on Two Ordinary Guys. Hope you guys are well. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. First of all, if you're watching this video, I start university as a student nurse in 30 weeks, which sounds like a hell of a long time, because to be fair, it is a long time, but there are lots of things that I need to do before that. I'm going to be finding out what year I'm going to be going into, so make sure you do click the subscribe button down below and the bell so you do know when I do upload, because this journey is starting to get very real now. So, for those that don't know, last week this happened, and just I hope it's calmed your nerves for this interview. If you can show why you want it and put a smile on that face, I'm sure that you'll be able to go far with your interview. So hopefully I'll hear back on Wednesday and I can update you guys, but I think I did enough. I'm quite positive, and I will catch you guys in the next video, which will be me updating you to tell you if I've got the job or not. I'll catch you in the next one. So that was last episode. That was where I kind of left off the channel, maybe, as you could say. I was then waiting for confirmation. I had to send off my documents to Nhsp, and then they will give me an offer based on how my interview went. And drum roll please, I got the job. So I am officially employed now by Nhsp, which is amazing. It is something, and the company is something I wanted to work for since I've started university, doing paramedic science. Really, I've really wanted experience in the NHS, and it's going to be amazing to actually start. My official start date would kind of be about the 20th of February, because technically I've started now, but my training starts on the 20th. Now, for people that are applying for Nhsp, because I've had a lot of questions based on my first video that I recorded. If you guys haven't checked that out, then I'll leave it in the description below. That was my sort of the thing you've seen beforehand of me going to Nhsp, having my interview. I've had a lot of questions on that, so if you want me to do another video, drop it down in the comments. I'm more than happy to do that. But basically, my Nhsp interview went really well. I got full marks on my questionnaire that we had to do, which was really good, and I'm really happy because I found it quite difficult, so I'm really happy with that. So on the 20th of February will be officially when I start my training. Like I said, the training consists of, I think it's basic life support, moving and handling, conflict resolution, and mental health. It consists of them 4 things, which is going to be really good. You kind of get it done in a day. I think it's 9 till 5, so it's a long day. You don't get paid for the training, but I feel as though the training is very important. I think mental health as well. I've never done a training day on mental health, so it'd be kind of interesting to see what the day has to unfold. Really, I think that's really exciting. So I'm kind of just waiting for that, really. I don't think people understand the financial stress of university when you do go to university. I don't receive the student loan now, like I mentioned before, so money for me is coming very short, should I say. I've got £400 in my bank account, and my rent is £360, so, and my phone bill is £50, so yes, it's not looking good at the moment. So I feel as though I need a job, I need to start my driving lessons, and I feel as though it's a massive step forward. Like I said, are my New Year's resolutions, and I feel as though I'm going to make another video at the end of January, kind of reflecting on how I'm meeting these resolutions. Am I working towards them, or have they just gone out the window, basically? So that's going to be the video coming up on Monday. But obviously, like I said, one of those resolutions was to get a full-time job, and I've done that, so it's kind of a big tick off the list, really, and a massive step in the right direction. After the training day, so after the 20th of February, hopefully, if my references get back quickly, and my DBS and all that sort of stuff, and my occupational health goes well, I can then start on the 21st of February, which is really good, because I've got one of my flatmates' birthdays coming up on that week, so I need to earn a little bit of money to actually go to that, which is very interesting. if people do want me to record a video, you know, on the finances of university and kind of talk about my finances, I'm, you know, more than happy to do that. If people are interested in the financial side of university, if people are interested in that, I'll definitely, you know, do that. If people aren't, then you know, I'm not really going to talk about all that sort of stuff, and no one really wants to, if that makes sense. So another massive thing for the New Year's resolutions that I said I wanted to do, I wanted to pass my driving test before September. I have booked my driving lessons, which is really, really exciting, but also very nervous. You know, I'm nervous to drive. I don't know if anyone else has this massive anxiety against them, but I don't know why, I'm just scared to drive. I don't know why. It probably is because on my 4th lesson, before I moved to university, I had lessons, and I stalled at this this busy, the traffic lights turned green, I then pulled away, and it was kind of like a junction. I stalled, the woman behind me got out and said, like, I'll do it for you, basically, in a very abrupt manner, screaming, shouting, got out the car, and it was probably the most scared I've ever been. And I was that scared that I couldn't pull away, and the driving instructor came around the car and pulled away for me, which was very demoralising. So I haven't drove since then, so hopefully I have a 2-hour lesson on Wednesday. It doesn't go as bad as that, so hopefully not, so fingers crossed. But yes, that's kind of the update I've had at the moment. I still need to go over to Nhsp and actually hand them the documents, but they've kind of said, like, you know, you've got the job now. I thought I'd have to wait until I've handed the documents in, but they've kind of said, you know, you've got the job, which is really good. So I'm waiting for a bank statement, because I need a bank statement on printed paper from NatWest. So that normally takes about 3 to 5 working days. So as soon as that's arrived, I'm then going over to the hospital and giving them the documents, which is really, really exciting. And then I can kind of hand over my DBS and then send off my references and get the kind of the ball rolling. So very, very, very good, looking forward. But another thing that I wanted to kind of say as well, I didn't really say it in my other video, is first of all, I hope everyone's well, because I haven't really said that. I hope you guys are well. But also, have you met your January you know, milestones that you set up? Like I said, I haven't really discussed this, but I want to, every month, I want to record a video reflecting on the goals that I set at the start of the month. So at the start of January, I'm going to set goals that I would like to achieve over the month, and then at like the end of January, I want to like reflect on them and, you know, if I've met them or not. So I'm going to kind of trial this at the start of February. On, I think it's Monday, I'm going to be reflecting on January, kind of saying how I feel as though it's went, you know, and kind of, you know, give you guys the down low on the channel. Kind of, is the channel, you know, progressing, or is it kind of declining? I kind of talk about that if you guys are interested in that. You know, the financial set, you know, goals that I've set, and I feel as though every month I'm going to kind of do this, so reflecting on how the month went. I think it's really important to reflect on the months that you've had and also set goals as well, and I kind of feel as though YouTube for me is a really important reflective tool, and it's kind of something that I'm going to be using when I do start nursing, to kind of reflect on how my day's been at university, and, you know, shift wise, if I want to speak to someone and kind of just outlet it out, YouTube will be that thing for me. So that's really important. So yeah, drop down in the comments if you guys have smashed your January goals, and also what are you guys setting for February that you want to achieve. That's really important. But yes, Monday would be my reflecting on January video, so make sure you do come along and, you know, give me some support on that. I'd really, really appreciate it. And yes, moving forward in the right direction is kind of this video that I'm portraying. You know, it is very difficult. You know, I've dropped out of university. Technically I'm a university dropout at the moment, and I'm just living off my own kind of income, which is difficult, and I want to put that across on these videos. I'm just, you know, an ordinary guy, as I kind of say. I'm just a normal person, and I hope this comes out in these videos. I'm just a normal person going about his life, and I hope these videos kind of, I want people to be inspired to go into their chosen degrees and their chosen courses, and I feel as though if I can do that, then YouTube for me is complete. And yeah, hope you guys are well, and make sure you like and subscribe down below if you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on Monday. See you in a bit.